Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful morning here in Florida. I am actually home in city, as you can see in my little humble abode kitchen, waiting for a few people to chime in and having coffee with Simply Marita this morning. The one thing that I love, good morning, is that it is fall. I don't know if any of you know that fall is my favorite season. Sometimes a lot of people will ask an interior designer, what's her favorite time of the year, and so forth. But you also know that I love pink, and October is breast cancer month, so you know I wear my pink to support, but fall is my favorite season. And thought I'd get that question out because I got asked that a lot last week. So this is the deal. Oh my God, today's motivation for your week. Good morning, Julia. Oh my God, you drinking your coffee too? You better be. Today is awesome because most of the times when I come on, I am coming on based off of Bible study, based off a question that someone's given me, or based off one of my life experiences. Today is good. So you need to hit share. You need to put some friends in. This is like powerful this morning because last week I got a lot of feedback. Good morning, Kira and Marcus. I got a lot of feedback last week on just, people saying, I'm just going to go do what I got to do. I try to make this simple. And even the scripture I chose is simple. Oh my God. So this is the deal. Compromising. Some people say that, we have to negotiate, okay? When we're doing deals, or when we don't negotiate with our kids, but when we're doing deals or things like that, or the word compromise, which means, to me, that you're giving in to whatever is being offered to you. So with that being said, oh my God, it's just, I'm just feeling this. Sometimes I do feel like I'm preaching. Hey, Trisha Johnson, good morning. So, compromising with your dreams. We already know that we have our purpose. We already know that we have our dreams. And oftentimes we get with people who want to assist us. Assist us. I'm going to use that word as a good word for all of us. They want to assist us in our dreams. They want to, in our purpose, and what we're doing. So, I'm going to make my first statement. And there is no compromising with your dreams or with what God has given you as your purpose. And here's 3 reasons why you do not compromise yourself with others. Okay, I want y'all to feel me. You do not compromise. The Bible even says it. I'm saying it as Coach Marita, Simply Marita, Life Coach Marita. This is what happens when you compromise and give in to someone's idea or what they think of what you should be doing, what you should be wearing, where you should go. I'm going to take this business and personal. The first 3 things that you lose when you compromise with another individual or a group of people is you lose your power. You lose your power and the ability to make the right choices of what God has already told you to do. So when you know that it's something that you're supposed to do, you do not compromise. You do not give in. You lose your power. Secondly, you lose your organizational thought. You lose the organizational thought that you have already prepared, that you have already set in stone for yourself, for your business, for the way that you operate at work. I'm hitting everybody today. Workers, entrepreneurs, and just being a human being. You lose your power. You lose your organizational skills because now you want to backtrack to gain something from someone or something through a compromise. We don't do that. The third thing you lose is your order. Once you've lost your power to say yes or no, and you give in, the organizational part of you disappears. And now you have no order in what you're doing because now you're operating out of a compromise. And a compromise takes over. And when the compromise takes over, let me tell you how you feel. You start questioning your ability as a person. You start going, well, why did I do that? Why didn't I just stand my ground? Why didn't I just say, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z? When I propose this to you, this is what I'm telling you. This is how I want it. And if people do not want to do it the way that you have already set in stone for yourself, your business, your household, your family ties, if people are not willing to abide by that, then you wait until you find the ones that will. There is someone for everything and someone for something. Your business, your relationship, how you do things, the choices you make with your friends, whether you want to eat dinner with this particular family because their standards are not your standards. Or if you're at work and they want you to compromise and do something that they know you know how to do, but is it the right thing to do? So that, once you get home, you've said yes, then you got to go and get a life coach. You got to talk to somebody about not being able to make good and right choices. Think about that. Compromising is giving in and giving up your power, your organizational skills, and taking you totally out of order what you believe in. So, let me give you the 3 things that makes this really, really, hey, Funk Love, good morning. Hey, Lakeisha out of Texas. Hi, Yvonne and Sam. Here's the things that help you out. Let me, I'll give you how it makes you feel. A lot of you probably thinking back on some of the choices you made, some of the compromising that you put yourself in last week or last month or you did this morning because you could be in office right now. You don't compromise and give in for money. You don't compromise and give in for someone to like you. You don't compromise and give in to fit in or to get into an organization or a membership club. You have to walk in what God has already given you, and compromising ain't it. So, let me give you the scripture that I chose. Oh my God, in my studies in the morning with God, it is powerful. Because not only does it give me the topic, it gives me the scriptures that will help all of us. Because I told you, this morning is based off an experience that I dealt with this morning. Some of you know, I've already had a coaching call. I've already had my experiences this morning. So Isaiah 33, 15 through 16 states, and I'm going to paraphrase it, break it down to simply Marita terms. You can go back and read it for yourself. I took it out of Message. It states, Isaiah 33, 15 through 16, I have to read the first one. It says, the answer is simple. Now, you know God sent me to that scripture because I'm simply Marita. The first sentence in the scripture says, the answer is simple. When you put in for the Bible in Google about compromising, right? But this is what it gives you to do. You live right, speak the truth, avoid evil chatting, raise your standards, and you live a life of nurturing and satisfying way. So, that's what the Bible said. Now, that was after I came up with my 3. The Bible backs you up when you walk in divine order. So here were my 3 things that I'm going to, position on the plate today for us to chew on this week. First of all, you have to have standards. A lot of women will go, I don't know what that is. Let me tell you what standards are. Standards is the way that you choose to live and know when to say no and know when to say yes. Standards are a way of living to know when to say yes and to know when to say no. That means I go to bed at 10 o'clock so that I can get my sleep. That's a standard for me personally. There's a certain time that in my household I cook dinner and I clean up, and then you have to choose to serve yourself after. Standards outside my home. I make sure that I go to places, surround myself around good people. People that won't have evil chatter. People that do not gossip. I hear oftentimes that I should hang out with certain people and go certain places. But let me tell you something. I have to protect my standards in who I am as a woman because of what I choose to do. I choose to motivate people. I choose to enhance people. I choose to love and empower people. And in doing that, I have to surround myself as a number one standard that those are the people that I surround myself with, that I allow into my circle, my square, my triangle, whatever shape you want to call it. And that's what we have to do, men and women. We can't surround ourselves just for a moment for some hee-hawing and lose track on what our purpose is. And lose track on what we're supposed to do for others. Boundaries. You set your boundaries. Can't let everybody come to your house. I had that conversation last week. Can't let everybody come up in your house. Your house is a dwelling place. A house is where you shelter your family. You nurture your family. Have boundaries. Invite those to your humble abode that support you and love you in all of your doing and being through Christ.